I'm Dr. Sam Benjamin, and I guess I want to tell you why I'm trying to solicit your assistance in funding DrB.TV. And before I start, I just want to tell you a little background about me because I think it's important. You can read on my website, DrB.TV website, you can read about my background, what I did in academics, what I've done in my life, what I do in practice. I'm proudly a practicing physician, still in essence a primary care physician, now visiting people's homes and assisted living facilities and working in a great job because I get a chance to be with people every day and help participate in their care and well-being. But I need for you to know that I'm from the South Bronx of New York. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, in Scottsdale, Arizona to be exact. And I feel very lucky because I was an abused and beaten child. I struggled in the South Bronx. It was a very, very difficult life for me. And the result is that I really don't want to take any prisoners. I'm not interested in things that are not true, lies. I'm not interested in things that don't show compassion for all people. And I'm not interested in medical care that's false and that is not based in reality. I'm not interested in the politics in the United States government that lie to Americans about what's going on in healthcare. And that's what DrB.TV is all about. It's about transparency. It's about honesty. It's about giving you a legitimate look from the eyes of a doctor who himself does not want to accept falsehoods with regard to the well-being of you and your family. I won't accept anything but the best. Statin drugs, do they work? Well, they may work, but do they make any difference? Probably not. And the problems that you have with statin drugs probably outweigh any of the benefits. You take aspirin, and it can maybe decrease some heart attacks and strokes. It also increases the risk of congestive heart failure and kidney disease and cataracts. Did you know that? Well, I want you to know that. I want you to know about alternative therapies that might make a difference. I want you to know about alternative therapies that make no difference whatsoever. I'd like you to know about the advances in medicine, robotics, genetics, stem cells, that I think will make a dramatic difference in your future and the future of your children. But which ones? How do you do it? What's the cost? How do you walk into a doctor's office? How do you negotiate with them? How do you pick out the best doctor? Is a board-certified doctor the best thing? In a sense, it's great. A board-certified doctor has a lot of background and information, is tested usually every 5 years, so that you know they have a certain amount of knowledge and attitudes and skills that can go into being a good doctor. On the other hand, they're not disruptive. They're not necessarily creative, not all of them. Some might be different, but most are going to follow the party line. Is that good for you? How do you make a difference? How do you get the information to know what's valid and what's not? That's what DrB.TV is all about. And what I'm asking you for is to help us so that we can begin to get more people to work with us so that DrB.TV is not just a radio show on Saturdays in Phoenix, but is a radio show and a video show on the air at least 2 and later 3 and then 4 times a week or more, both in English and in Spanish, to be shared not just in Arizona, but throughout the United States and throughout the world. That's really the goal. I don't have any grandiose ideas. I don't think I'm competing with big-time TV shows. I'm just a guy from the Bronx, but I need your help. That's the long and the short of it. I don't necessarily want to go out and write big, gigantic business plans because I don't have the time. I'm a real doctor. I really do work day to day. My hands get dirty with people. I do the real stuff. I see life and death all the time, and I deal with prevention, I deal with rehabilitation, and I deal with dying and hospice as well. So what am I asking from you? At least look at the other written information, some of the videos that we have on DrB.TV on my website, and if you can, contribute something. It can be as little as $10, it can be as much as whatever you want. You can see the way to do this on Indiegogo.com, and you may be looking at that website right now. And if you go to Indiegogo.com, you'll then look for DrB.TV in the search engine, and there we are. So with that, I thank you very much for your time. I hope that you'll look at what I've talked to you about, and I hope you'll tell your friends about it. Thank you very much.